Afternoon, guys. How you doing out there? Through popular request for one of the saws which is advertised recently, or several of them actually, one of them being the R16, the spectacular 60s, well, power saw, non-AV, gorgeous saw. Multiple people have asked, have I done a head-to-head with the R16 running against the Husky 51? Because in terms of power they're really similarly matched. Obviously they're both Swedish, and so this girl from 1967 making 3.2 horsepower, and then the Husky making 3.1 horsepower, but you know, considerably newer. However, shout out Stu, this has been sold to a really lovely guy up in Scotland, and so I'm not going to run it in a head-to-head just because that's just wouldn't be fair now. And also I like both saws and I was ashamed to see a winner, but I will still do a comparative for this one. Actually it'd be really interesting as well, because I pulled out one of my 262s earlier and I haven't cut with it for maybe 4 or 6 months, so that'd be really interesting to run that girl. So the R16 3.2 horsepower from 1967, non-AV, and these run a 44mm piston, 36mm stroke, and so I'll put it against the Husky because that runs a 48-34, nominal 62, just under, and that's 4.8 horsepower, so 3.2, so actually 50% more power, and that's a 1990s power saw. So this girl's giving away 25 years. So this girl's running then a nearly brand new 3/8 full chisel chain. She also comes with a really excellent 3/8 full chisel as well, but I'm struggling to sharpen recently with some tendonitis, so I'm not so I'm just tending to put brand new chains on. Also coming with a brand new file guide if somebody ends up wanting it for their collection. So they're beautiful workshop pieces and amazing tools to use. So this girl was lovingly painted by its last owner, shout out Rob, my namesake, and beautifully graphic written. Is running the original Partner wheel-nosed 18-inch bar in gorgeous condition. They can run up to a 22, I dare say actually they could probably push a 25, but I've only seen these running up to myself personally a 20. They always run beautifully well. So this girl was, just as a matter of course, she had brand new pull cord, correct size, she had a new metering diaphragm and pump for the carburetor, has an excellent air filter, no brakes as far as I can tell anywhere around the saw, and what was I going to tell you then about that? Okay, my memory is terrible recently. Right, so we've got some approximately 12-inch conifer. Take a couple of discs and we'll see how she pairs up to the 262. It'll be really interesting actually. A really interesting one, because you know she's giving away 25 years, a quarter of a century, and 50% power. But she is full chisel against semi-chisel. So let's see how we go. We don't know after 2 discs, perhaps we'll find something bigger, and yeah, perhaps we'll find something bigger. Right, okay. beautiful engine. Love the I love running my Partner R16s. I'm a huge fan. I have 6 or 7 or 8. Actually, I'm unsure of the exact number, but I have lots of them. Absolutely love using them as well. And their distinction would be as well, which is different to other, in fact most other saws, is the fuel and the oil fill are both on the clutch side as opposed to the flywheel side. And right, so she cuts really, really well. Let's put her here. Now, it might be slightly unfair on my 262 because I don't remember when I last dressed this chain. Although it's a really good chain, it's Dolmar branded and a Makita bar, so it's all high quality. Right, let's see how she goes. Again, any of you know the 262s, they are ferocious creatures, and this girl is no exception. That's fantastic compression. Wow, so that's a really interesting, the feel of them in the wood. You feel as though they're very, very close. They're really closely matched on this size wood, both 3/8, but with this one running brand new full chisel. But if you actually just feed and just apply some pressure to the dogs, you feel the extra urgency in the 262. Got to take another disc with this, just have to know. Why I was saying that, it's really close. Oh. Well, actually in hindsight, they're really, really closely matched on this size wood, and yeah, shocking, isn't it? So she's giving away 25 years, and I absolutely love the 262s. These reputation for this saw is just unsurpassed. Bulletproof engine. It's just day in, day out reliability, and the R16's okay. They're slightly raw in their setup, in that they're non-AV. The engine is a little bit, it's in the same vein as something like the L65, where it's just ignorant power, but so satisfying to use. So there you go. Even if you're cutting with something 25 years newer, and you meet somebody with an R16, they're going to be cutting at a very similar speed to you. Hey guys, I'm really shocked at that actually. I thought, felt as though on the next cut that perhaps the 262 would run away with it. Maybe that's just down to this having such a recent full chisel chain and just being, again, just running so well. So and this is me starting her every time with no throttle lock. So ordinarily I'm not a huge fan of people painting saws, but the colour match on this saw is so impeccable, and the decal work is just so nice and so fitting. I can forgive it on this saw just because it's just such a thing of beauty. So there you go. So this girl is approaching a slightly later version, has the coloured stop switch and choke. So the original ones would have been a white switches, white plastic switches here, and also this is another unusual variation insofar that she has this, you may have seen me mention this in another video on another one I have. This girl has the inbuilt knuckle guard. So any of you got R16s, go and have a look and see if you've got the coloured buttons with the integral knuckle guard. They really are not common. Okay guys, thanks for watching. That's the beautiful R16, and yeah, I might have to get a full chisel on the 262 and rerun that. I'm going to call that a dead heat. Guys, stay safe. Bye for now.